Liverpool do not beat Middlesbrough and Arsenal win their 2 remaining games, Arsenal will get into the Champions League. And Arsenal, they always have a way to sneak into this position. So Liverpool need to be very careful. And you talked about Liverpool not play well against the smaller sides.
Borough.
Let me remind you of Borough this season.
Yes.
They went to Etihad, they got a draw.
Points.
I think they drew with Arsenal at the Emirates. They were leading United, and United did 2 late goals. So some way, somehow, they go away from home against these big teams, and they know how to just spoil it. And remember, they're already relegated, so they might just go there. Liverpool will have the pressure. Liverpool will be playing with pressure. They need to win.
Correct.
Borough will be like, hey, let's go and have fun.
You're giving us now some lady hope here.
It might be very dangerous.
It's possible. Just watch out for that game. I think that's where the drama will come. Now we'll take a tweet from some of the players. You know, talking about the game between Tottenham and Manchester United. You know, the players leaving White Hart Lane and getting to win a team like United was awesome for them. This one coming from Victor Wayama, saying that it was a great atmosphere, fantastic, and we won. And also the fact that he was on score sheet, so he said the fans were very amazing. And this one coming from Ventura, he says, goodbye White Hart Lane. Well, it was a good one here. For them to have, practically won all their games at home. They didn't lose at home this season.
No loss.
So I think that's a great one for them. And this one coming from Hurricane too. It's what a way to actually sign out. It was their spiritual home, a special feeling, and winning it and also consolidating their second spot in the league was a great one for most of the players. Thanking all the fans for their support. And this one coming from Bendele, where the perfect way to leave White Hart Lane. The fans were unbelievable. Unbelievable scene there. And what a way to do it, just beating United. And Dele Alli also. So this is actually what it looked like, the final day at White Hart Lane. I think they're going to miss this place.
Yeah, because emotional. Because they're very connected to this.
Yeah, but it's not like Highbury where it was demolished. They will come back to. The stadium is being. It will be bigger.
It's a new stadium.
It's a new stadium, but I think it will still be called White Hart Lane and everything.
It's not the same.
It's just next door. You could,
why? We don't get it. There's the atmosphere.
Definitely, I understand and everything. But yeah, fantastic scenes yesterday. We saw the fans get into the field. After the final whistle, and they had to beg them to go back to their seats.
The former players.
The former players, we saw the likes of Teddy Sheringham, Darren Anderson, Ossie Ardiles, the World Cup winner, the Argentine that went to Spurs just after winning the World Cup. It was fantastic. And also David Ginola, Berbatov, some great players.
Spurs legends, right? Yeah. I mean, before we go to the stats coming out from that game between Manchester United and Tottenham. Okay, there we have it. I was going to ask you about what do you make of Spurs title challenge? And they came up short again, but we'll come back to that after going through the stats.
Yeah, this one said Tottenham recorded their 14th consecutive home win in league competitions, equaling their club record previously set between January and October 1987. That was long ago. And they've also gone unbeaten at home for the first time in the league season since 64-65 season. That's also a very, very long time ago. So White Hart Lane was a special home for them, you will say. And for the coach, Mauricio Pochettino is the first Spurs manager to oversee a consecutive home wins over Manchester United in the Premier League. I think this is a big bragging right for him. And United also suffer back-to-back Premier League defeat for the first time since September 2016. That was against Man City and Watford. Right now, under Jose Mourinho, they are having that, and they are now winless in their last 5 Premier League away matches against Spurs.
Never been a good hunting ground for Manchester United. So let's talk about Spurs.
Well, some great memories out there for Manchester United.
The title challenge. I mean, kind of fizzled out with
look at it wholly. At the end of the day, last season they were challenged. They were up against Leicester City, and the draw at Stamford Bridge, put paid to the Dreams. But if you look at them from last season, they had, I think they are about 10 points better this season, than they were. at the point the way losses in there are 10 points better, so it shows you some improvements. You know, yeah, they might still be second, but look at the accumulation of points.
Correct.
They were unbeaten at home. You know, they were able to get some valid away results, and most importantly, their haul of points increased. So it's just a gradual process. If they can continue in this, you know, stead, I think in the next 5 years we should be looking
5 years.
Yeah.
I mean, so like, what do they need to do now? To take the next step?
They just need to keep improving. They just need to keep improving. And it's happening.
World-class players? I mean, do you think they can go all the way with the set of players they have at the moment?
Yes, I think they can go all the way.
Really? And the Champions League will see what they get.
No, we're talking about the league.
Yeah, but right?
We're talking about winning the league here. Okay. The Champions League, of course, you need. That's a different kettle of fish for Tottenham because they've not been able to cut it in Europe. Champions League, Europa League. Recently, it hasn't happened for them. But I'm talking about the league title for the EPL title. They would be serious contenders if they continue like this, and I think if they continue in this stead in the next between now and the next 5 years, Tottenham would be able to win the title.
Stability obviously is very important,
and that we definitely know they will add players, and it's not just about going out to grab the big names, because look at the likes of people that have been key for them. Harry Kane from the youth setup, you know, Dele Alli gotten from MK Dons, Harry Winks and the likes of them. So they have those players. Then they also have the steadying influence in the middle, where they have the likes of Wanyama, Dembele, and Eric Dier. You know, so they don't need to go out and break the bank for anybody. I think they will just fix it little by little.
Okay, because I mean, there's something that Arsene Wenger said over the weekend. I mean, he congratulated Chelsea for winning the league title, but he actually had to chip in something which is obvious to everyone, and that is the fact that the last 2 seasons in the English Premier League, the clubs that have gone out to win the title are clubs that were not playing in the Champions League. So it simply means
no, it's a factor.
I mean, is it exactly? So if you're thinking Spurs will have the chance of the title next season when they're playing in the Champions League, I just didn't see that happen, because I don't know why the clubs have not been able to manage it. We've seen, I mean, apart from Manchester United, who were able to do the treble, I mean, winning everything and all that same season, but then that was long ago. You didn't have so much money right now in the league. You didn't have the smaller clubs, you know, flexing muscles, buying big players and all. But right now, since you have that, I mean, all of them have the money to get the big players. Most of the clubs have owners who can splash the cash, and the TV right deals also is coming in. So that's been a major factor with some of these clubs.
You know, I think the major factor in England, the major factor, while a lot of their teams will always complain about fixture accumulation and everything, is the fact that they don't have that break during December.
Okay.
That every other like England, Italy, Germany, Spain, they have. You know, trust me, even if it's 1 or 2 weeks, it keeps you refreshed. And
okay.
You go.
All right, we'll go for a break now. We'll come back. We'll talk more on that and also look at the papers.